And we do see some very large units in Yi's hand, but we don't see those small units he would probably prefer to have right now, because he just needs to get back onto the board. White Flame Protector is much better when you actually have units that are ready to go into battlefields. Obviously, they're able to just clobber just about anything in the battlefield. So his only unit being White Flame Protector, definitely not seeming super ideal. Oh, and this is actually pretty funny. He's casting a Discipline on the Ravenbloom student, his opponent's Ravenbloom student, just to draw. This is a play that I don't even think I would consider. Like, he's just digging through his deck trying to find something. He really did not want to cast that White Flame Protector for reasons I totally understand. And he did find a Pit Rookie, which is just seeming so rough. I mean, not seeing a Stalwart Poro in this matchup is just so punishing and so unforgiving. He's had to cast 2 Pit Rookies at this point for no actual benefit. So this is looking very, very favorable for Kai'Sa at this point. We see the Kai'Sa Survivor in his hand. That is more or less going to seal the deal. So we'll have to take a look and see what he's thinking. Because obviously if Kai'Sa tries to go and hold 1 point here, that's not going to win him the game alone. However, getting that 7th point and getting the draw is going to put a lot of pressure on Master Yi. Yi won't have a problem dealing with the Kai'Sa necessarily, but he may have an issue preventing Kai'Sa from actually winning the game. We do see the Thousand Tail Watcher in hand as well, so he's got several accelerate options, which with a Ravenbloom student in base, that's going to make winning the game next turn even easier. Looks like we're just casting the Thousand Tail Watcher, I think for 7. I don't think we're actually casting with Accelerate. I think his main plan here is just prepare for the win next turn. And this is honestly a pretty perfect play because there's no reason to go in for the 7th point. It's just easier to try to conquer both battlefields on the following turn rather than take one now, go to 7, and try to hold. Because if you're going to try to win on that 6 or 7 point turn, either way, you need to conquer both battlefields. So you might as well keep your units safer in base. Of course, we know that Yi has access to Charm, and he does have it in his hand. So we'll see how the strategy works out for Kai'Sa, but I do think this is the best line of action to actually keep those units as safe as possible, force Yi to kind of deal with them proactively rather than just letting him run them over in battle. So we see Yi go right into the Dreaming Tree. Looks like he's considering casting the White Flame Protector. I think he has 2 of them in his hand, which just looks a little bit bricky, but can't really help it in this case.